Around the beginning of March, the Egyptian pound was devalued by 40%. This situation highlights the importance of having an insurance policy like Bitcoin, especially in emerging markets where economic instability can be severe. Bitcoin can act as a hedge against such devaluations and economic disruptions. The bear case for Bitcoin isn't that it will merely stagnate, rather there's potential for it to increase by 20 times over the next 5 years. Historically, Bitcoin has experienced violent corrections at once as severe as 95%, but now they are more around 75%. This indicates significant volatility, which can be unsettling. It's important to recognize that Bitcoin's growth isn't a straight line upward. The corrections are severe but are becoming less frequent and intense over time. As Bitcoin becomes more mainstream, we expect its volatility to decrease significantly. While we anticipate that Bitcoin will still experience declines, it's crucial to understand that this is typical for a new asset class. Many investors, driven by the fear of missing out, buy in, and when faced with a 20% drop, they often panic and sell, which can exacerbate a downward movement.
The Bitcoin 2024 event in Nashville was a transformative moment for Bitcoin, serving as a crucial catalyst in its journey. This gathering was marked by the participation of a diverse and influential group, including presidential candidates, governors, senators, House members, CEOs, and billionaire investors. The impressive array of attendees underscored the event's significance and its potential to reshape the future of Bitcoin. One of the highlights of the event was the presentation of the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill by Senator Lummis. This bill is a landmark development, akin to a Louisiana Purchase moment in the context of Bitcoin. It represents a strategic shift in how Bitcoin is perceived and integrated into broader financial and economic frameworks. What made this event particularly impactful was its role in shifting the Overton window, a term that describes the range of ideas and policies that are considered acceptable or mainstream. The discussions and endorsements at the event have made it much more plausible to talk about the possibility of nation-states holding Bitcoin on their balance sheets. This shift is significant because it implies that if nation-states are contemplating the inclusion of Bitcoin in their reserves, it naturally follows that institutions, corporations, and individuals would also see Bitcoin as a credible and valuable asset. The Bitcoin 2024 event in Nashville accelerated the mainstream acceptance of Bitcoin and set the stage for broader adoption. The presence of high-profile figures and the introduction of key legislative measures have not only validated Bitcoin as potential, but also opened the door for more widespread consideration and investment in this groundbreaking asset. This inflection point is a clear indicator of Bitcoin's growing legitimacy and its increasing role in the global financial landscape.
Subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get our video notification. And like the video.
Bitcoin is supported by the largest computer network in the world, which makes it one of the safest cryptocurrencies or crypto assets available. The core layer of Bitcoin has never been hacked, and no other crypto asset can claim that level of security. Think of it as a massive neighborhood watch where countless participants, especially miners, are invested in maintaining and safeguarding the network's integrity. There is one potential risk that the Bitcoin community is closely monitoring: quantum computing. While this technology could pose a future threat, the Bitcoin network is proactive in addressing it. As with any risk, understanding the problem is a crucial part of the solution. Developers are already working on quantum-proofing Bitcoin to ensure it remains secure in the face of advancements in quantum technology. This ongoing vigilance and preparation are key to maintaining Bitcoin's robustness and resilience.
Bitcoin stands out as a scarce and highly desirable form of digital property. Its inherent scarcity and growing appeal make it a particularly compelling asset to consider. When you think about the long-term value, trading a small portion of your currency or traditional paper assets for Bitcoin can be a prudent decision. It's reasonable to anticipate that billions of people will seek to be part of the Bitcoin ecosystem. This increasing interest highlights Bitcoin's potential to become a central component of future financial systems. Its limited supply, capped at 21 million coins, ensures that as demand grows, the value of Bitcoin could increase significantly. Investing in Bitcoin today represents a strategic move, allowing you to position yourself in a market that is likely to gain more importance as time progresses. By allocating a fraction of your current assets to Bitcoin, you're essentially buying into a vision of the future where digital property holds considerable value and influence. Bitcoin's unique combination of scarcity and desirability makes it an attractive option for those looking to diversify their investments and secure a stake in a future where digital assets are increasingly central. The opportunity to exchange a bit of traditional currency or paper for Bitcoin is not just a speculative move, it's a forward-looking investment in a transformative asset that could become crucial over the coming decades.
Many critics point out drawbacks like higher costs and slower transaction settlement times when discussing Bitcoin. However, we see these aspects not as flaws but as integral features that contribute to its safety and security. The higher costs and slower transaction speeds are part of the design that makes Bitcoin the safest ecosystem in the crypto asset world. These characteristics are deliberate choices embedded into Bitcoin's structure to ensure its robustness and reliability. Higher costs and slower transactions can be seen as trade-offs that support the network's security and decentralization. The slower settlement times and higher costs are crucial in maintaining the integrity and safety of the transactions within the network. They reflect a balance between efficiency and security, prioritizing the latter to protect against potential attacks and vulnerabilities. What some view as limitations are, in our perspective, deliberate design elements that reinforce Bitcoin's position as the most secure crypto asset. These features help ensure that Bitcoin remains resilient and trustworthy, safeguarding its ecosystem and continuing to lead the way in security and reliability in the world of digital currencies.
Bitcoin symbolizes a leap into the 21st century, resonating with the way millennials and newer generations view the world. Growing up with technologies that operate seamlessly and around the clock like electricity, water, elevators, and the internet, today's younger generation expects constant availability and efficiency in all aspects of life. In stark contrast, traditional financial systems, such as banks, money markets, and capital markets, are still bound by outdated schedules. They close at 4 p.m. on Friday and Donati reopen until 9:30 a.m. on Monday, which feels increasingly archaic in our always-on world. This discrepancy highlights a fundamental issue. While essential services and technologies have evolved to operate continuously, our financial systems remain tethered to obsolete practices. If our access to essentials like food, water, or air were restricted by similar schedules, it would be unthinkable. Bitcoin, with its 24/7 operation and decentralized nature, addresses this mismatch. It offers a modern, always available financial system that aligns with the continuous, on-demand nature of today's technologies and expectations. As we advance further into the 21st century, Bitcoin represents a fitting evolution, providing a financial alternative that meets the needs and demands of a rapidly changing world.
Subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get our video notification. And like the video.